Micah Frankel for Cage Minds on location at the Jason Sanchez gym. In just a moment, we will be joined by Alejandrito. Don't forget, keep up with the energy with our friends at W. It's 10% off with the checkout code Cage Minds. Got the old school shirt on. You can pick up the classic over from our friends at ziashirts.com. And then to keep the hair looking right, it's Barber, Gabe's Fades. Jason Sanchez heading up to Philadelphia for King's Promotions next weekend, June 27th. You have a unbeaten opponent ahead of you, Julian Rodriguez. And as I'm reading some of the articles announcing the fight, it's like a surreal moment for me because they're like, the veteran, Jason Sanchez. When did you become a veteran?
I don't know. I guess, I've been in there for a few years already, so I feel like I've gotten a lot of experience, and, I'm a veteran.
Reflecting on the journey, reflecting on, this is going to be fight 23 as a professional, I believe. Does this seem to have been the whirlwind that it feels for me, that feels like just recently talking to you and your brothers about making the jump to pro?
Yeah, that's true. Damn, time just flies, but luckily I'm still feeling good. I still feel young, strong, and, I'm still doing it.
Now, as the roles are reversed, you're the veteran. How does that experience become a weapon that you're able to utilize?
Just put it all together, stay focused, and everything I've learned and all the fights, win, losses, use them to my advantage and try to get the win.
When you look at these ups and downs, the highs and lows, what has been the most important or influential aspect of why you keep at this journey?
I keep, because I love the sport of boxing. Since I was a little kid, it's something I love, and I do it because I love it. It motivates me. I also train the guys. I see them training every day. It motivates me, and my kids, everyone is just a boxing family.
Julian Rodriguez, young, unbeaten. What do you do to go in there and sort of disrupt some of that confidence?
I think just be myself and just use my experience of all my fights and show them just the experience.
You've been in there with plenty of different styles. Is there anything that you see in Julian that's reminiscent of former foes?
I know he looks patient. He doesn't throw much punches, but I know, he picks his shots, so I got to be careful. But there's been a few fighters that I fought that have similar styles, and I feel like I've trained for those styles before, and now I've perfected them.
As you look towards hitting the road one more time, we've seen you do it many a times. What is the key to remaining calm and focused when you're in that enemy territory where you got the crowd booing and going against you?
Just putting everything together that I've been working on here, staying focused, and, not letting anything get to my head, and, stick to the game plan.
Keep talking about what you've been working on. I know you don't want to give away the game plan, but what has it felt has been necessary for Alejandrito to up his game? What have you had to do to take it to that next level?
I've done a few changes. Also, Steve Garcia has actually been helping me out for this camp too, so shout out to him. And there's going to be some changes, and I think it's going to be great.
Going up to Philadelphia, the 2300 arenas where the fight's going to be taking place. And I got to bring that up because to a lot of people, there's a lot of historic significance to that arena. Pro wrestling, boxing, bare knuckle. Have you taken account that you're going into a venue that's historical and into a fight city like where Rocky came from, how the fight atmosphere will be that much more hardened in a city like Philadelphia?
Yeah, no, I had no idea. Actually, somebody was just telling me about it too, so I was like, oh shoot, that's really cool. I know, all I knew was it was something about Rocky, so I was just excited, to be over there. I've never fought over there, so it's cool. It's something different venue, and different place I've never been to.
What do you feel like next Friday night it's going to take for you to get that hand raised?
Just like I said, just stay focused and do what I practice, and I think I'll come out victorious.
All the years that you've been doing it, at what point in the maturation as a boxer do you feel that you honed in on what your style is and who you need to be in the ring.